that position specifically. Xiaoshu locking it to the K'Sante to wrap.
I think at the end of the road, the top esports drafts is a fun experiment. Talking a lot about how well Gala and Vampire were playing in this best of. Definitely still feel that way at the moment that Gala and Vampire have gotten the best of their opponents.
Oh, there's that gank we were talking about. Just coming a little bit later in 369. Think he knows he is toast. Gonna wait for that Q3 to come through. Instead, the flag and drag going to be baited. 369 is buying some time, but will eat the Intofo strike for first blood. JDG get on the board first.
Yeah, he gave the kill over to Xiaoshu too. Which matchup where you can stack up chain vests. So you can go for 2. One builds into your Iceborne, the other one builds into your Jockshow later on. And yeah, you can already see that looks like Xiaoshu's going to be doing that. It's good tech in this matchup where, of course, against Jace, you're facing a lot of 80 damage early and no Black Cleaver. On Q solo.
Trouble bubble, yes, that's enough.
3-0 JDG. And naturally, this has to be a JDG win to get us to 5. And then game 5 it's like the last 5 minutes of an NBA game. You know, that's when we really figure out what happens. Yeah.
Now a bot lane dive is coming through. Nice bubble actually landing from Vampire. They're taking a lot of damage under the tower. Josh is going to flash away. He will go down. And Gala ends up getting 2. Feng Yue should be able to finish this one off with that final inner flame and will get out with his life. But overall, you're going to be happy about this if you're JDG with Honkyu finishing off a 3rd kill.
3 flashes to celebrate too, but a beautiful double bubble. Sort out all the tower aggro. Who took it? Who kept it? Well, what that scenario was, as we do see Xiaoshu takes a chunk play on a 369 who is flashless now. He's getting doped.
The ulti can come out for Xiaoshu here. Not going to need it. There's the flag and drag. Knockup secured.
Tapping on the Rift here, Graves. It is a lead for JDG pretty much across the board.
Don't get your hopes up though. We've seen these situations.
It's a
maybe
bad
not
sign.
work out yet. More work to be done. Job not finished, as Kobe would say. As in goes the Cataclysm from Junja. They're gonna find another knockup. Barrier used from Jachi to keep himself alive for a little bit longer, but just delaying the eventual kill. Gala.
The Ezreal Karma lane. You know, it was kills, was a couple good plays that went over to Gala and Vampire, but that lane in isolation is still very Ezreal Karma favored. It's a nice interaction there by Xiaoshu. The knockup will be the first drag.
Early on in this game, making sure no snowball can happen. Steve Trouble going to connect, and it's going to time up beautifully with the rest of the damage. 369 with one more auto will drop.
As 369 is sadly rolling 3s in the spot of the scoreline. You would not like to roll a 3 in this early.
Absolutely. And we're going to get another play here from Junja on to Cream. Not having a flash is a death sentence against a Jarvan. And Honkyu has gone up to 3-0. This game's gotten out of hand way too quick.
Yeah. So this is part of why I wasn't really a fan of the Lee Sin, Victor, Ezreal, Karma duo, because again, they're what hard CC do you bring in this draft to make plays with? Like, what kind of plays are you making? And it also like Cream in the last game, you know, I just like, who can make the plays to? Oh, yep, that's so he thinks. Who's going to be able to like find plays, make plays on the team of top to like even turn this around? It does not exist.
Well, is a Chaos Storm being thrown out here by Cream. It's going to force Honkyu and Junja back. No dragon or any neutral objectives to take with those ultimates being burned. And at this point, JDG are happy that they're just out with their lives at this point. The culling issued here onto the bot lane. Jachi, oh, you're in a lot of trouble, my friend. As Gala's going to at least get this one played, maybe some more. Here comes Junja into the mid lane. Flash, flag, and drag into the Cataclysm. Onto Naya will take him down. And it's all JDG here in this game 4. They want this game 5, and they want it now.
I mean, we saw top try to make a play in the last couple of minutes to pretty much take HP away from Honkyu mid, and then they still get dunked.
Oh!
And Honkyu still dunks Cream. All 3 of the carry bane. 2-1 for JDG, right? I should have won that. I should have won that game 3. That's anyone that thinks they should have lost that game. That's tinfoil hat category. You know, we can talk about game 1. Game 3, I gotta give him the right of that one. But JDG, you know, we haven't really had time to talk about the mistakes they're making, which have been overcommits. That last bot skirmish, we might actually talk about as a mistake. If they skirmished for too long, Nio turned it.
Oh, straight line. Right for the Sonic Wave. Nio waiting for that Intoko strike, but not going to have enough damage to take this Hisante down. So Xiaoshu able to stay alive and should be very happy to just clear out the rest of this wave under his tower. Lead at 4,000. We got the Herald in 15 seconds, and that seems to be what top esports have focused on, at least making sure that JDG don't take it easy.
Oh, they did take Cream's flash, lower third there. To Cream is flashless. That is significant on the Victor. That said, Honkyu is going to be lifeless.
In a 1v3, he's going to be dead. Taken down, 369 should get the kill. At 840 gold, step one in what could be a big comeback once again. That is a big kill. That is a big kill,
a big shutdown. Well played by top to get that one. That's a roughie from Honkyu, because your jungler is on the bot side. The Vayne overlay up with the backup overlay, and the camera didn't spot the Drake going on until this one is...
Yeah, I mean, that's a struggle that we... I mean, wow. I mean, Cream has Cream CS? That's... I've never thought of that. Okay.
What do 210 Creams mean?
Got a root here into the True Shot Barrage as JDG's bot lane might have gone a little too far forward. In goes Honkyu, though, to make sure that it will not be any of his friends going down. Maybe just him, though, as Jachi flashes forward and makes it a 1-for-1. In goes 369. They go underneath the tier 1 turret. They'll be able to take it down as well. As a double kill's already been picked up from Nio, who was just wreaking havoc in the mid lane. It's a double kill for the Lee Sin, and 4 members of JDG just dropped.
Yeah, big feature of that fight off screen. Cream was able to cancel.
Cubby. Look up. We thought maybe this was a wipe. Maybe we're going to game 5. Not so certain yet. As we have seen top esports once again come all the way back to an even game state. It's all too familiar at this point. Maybe this is just their identity. Maybe they're just the late game team fighting team. As we get further into game number 4. JDG trying to control this mid lane for now. They clear things out, but Honkyu has suddenly been caught out by Cream. He's going to be forced to portal jump away. Trouble Bubble not going to connect. As now the poke wars can begin from JD Gaming as well. Top esports have themselves the death rush here with Jachi and Feng Yue throwing out mystic shots, waiting for this dragon to spawn. Honkyu throwing out another bubble. It will connect onto the Lee Sin. Nio going to be able to survive it, though, as here comes that tidal wave. Not going to find a single target. These two teams dancing mercilessly, waiting for the other team to make an error. It'll be JDG starting up this dragon right now. Honkyu chunking Jachi down very low. The empowered shield will keep Jachi alive and allow for JD Gaming to take their 3rd dragon of the game.
Yeah, I mean, outside of like
game, combine that with some of the other shielding, the barrier available for Jachi as well. Be a very useful item for Gala, especially if he can get onto a priority target. We see Junja caught out here by Nio, but very confidently standing next to the wall. But Honkyu is not so lucky. He's taken down by Jachi, as it will be Nio who has found his moment. He'll be taken down, but Junja will fall as well. It's both junglers and Honkyu dead, as it's a 2-for-1 for TES.
That portal, once you take it, you are stacked up a man overall. It might just be doing this to pull the Kasase TP, which gets pulled immediately. Cream's gonna take a lot, though.
Yeah, culling is huge, and Xiaoshu provides a massive frontline. Cream taking a ton of damage from just the Baron alone, and that is all that JDG needed to do to prevent from that objective from being finished. But that is a big cooldown from Junja as the dragon is about to spawn.
Honky can get some of those summoner spells. That is quite nice. Yeah.
Flash. Bubble not going to connect, and now the Arcane Storm going to rain it down. True Shot Barrage doing a lot of poke damage as well, and Gala is already out of the fight. Nio dashing forward with that resonating strike as the Sleeping Trouble Bubble lands here on to Jachi, and he slept up like he's Snow White and taken down. Junja on the backside of things will be traded, but look at the health bars. They are so low on both sides. Honkyu dashes forward against Feng Yue, but now he's at 1 HP. He goes for another at the slimmest of margins. Honkyu and JDG come up clutch. It's Cream in a 1v4. The health bar still very, very low on JD Gaming's side, but not on Gala. One more double shot should do it as Cream is running for the hills, and he won't be running for much longer. It's an ace picked up for JDG.
I think they've got to take the dragon. They've got the time to do so. That is soul for them. Frankly, I mean, I didn't think JDG...
pick, and it's paying off so far. 3,000 gold still ahead of Cream. And the rest of JDG Now back in an advantageous position. They're fighting around the mid lane right now, waiting for an engage, and there they go. It is Junja with a Cataclysm, locking up the backline. Cream forcing to use the Allograph, but Feng Yue is already dead. Xiaoshu all out, on to the mid laner up top, and he has gone down. But on the backside, it is going to be 369, still taking a lot of damage. That bubble just hurts too damn much. It's another kill going over to Honku as he goes to 8-3, and it'll be only Nayo and Jachi up to try to save their mid lane inhibitor.
I think that's going to be it. I mean, again, top esports didn't exactly draft ways to initiate plays on their own. They kind of have to accept whatever happens this game against JDG, and JDG played well enough where they can finish this game from start to finish. So JDG, we move on to the 3.5 to 0.5 territory. If they can find this win.
Wave is getting chunked out here. True Shot Barrage actually going to finish off the last of these minions. So the wave finally coming through. Feng Yue has arrived. Nayo taken dangerously low. Jachi doing his best to try to save this game, but it will not happen. The Nexus is exposed, and our first series of the LPL playoffs is going the distance.